Thank you for watching part 2 of All Parents Must Watch This series. In this part 3, it promised to be interesting and educative. The title of this part 3 is The Ignored Warnings. If you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel today, kindly subscribe now to the African Folktales TV. Timi woke up early the next morning, determined to talk to his parents again. The previous day's events still played in his mind. The mysterious man's unsettling questions, his ability to find the children so quickly during the game, and the way he seemed too good to be true. Timi approached his father Olumide, who was sharpening his machete for the day's farm work. "Papa, there's something I need to tell you," Timi began hesitantly. Olumide barely glanced at him. "Can't it wait, Timi?" The sun doesn't wait for anyone, and neither do the weeds in the farm. "But, Papa, this is important. The man who comes to the playground isn't who he seems. He asks strange questions and I think he's up to something bad," Timi said, his voice trembling. Olumide sighed and wiped his brow. "Timi, you worry too much. He's probably just a traveller passing through. Stop imagining things." Frustrated, Timi turned to his mother Sade, who was packing a basket with food for the farm. "Mama, you have to listen. That man—" "Timi," Sade interrupted gently, "I know you mean well, but you're a child. Adults have more serious things to worry about. Just stay away from him if you don't like him." Timi's heart sank. He felt like screaming, but instead he clenched his fists and left the house. At the playground that afternoon, the mysterious man returned just as Timi feared. This time he brought a larger basket, filled not only with sweets but also with shiny trinkets, rings, bracelets, and small mirrors that glittered in the sunlight. The children squealed with delight, rushing to him. "Pick anything you like," he said, his voice dripping with charm. "And today, I have an even better story for you. A story about a secret cave filled with treasures." As he spoke, Timi stood at a distance, watching. His fear had grown into certainty. This man wasn't just telling stories, he was planting ideas in the children's minds. He decided to take action. "Everyone stop!" Timi shouted, running toward the group. The children turned to look at him, confused. "What's wrong with you, Timi?" one boy asked. "You shouldn't trust him," Timi said, pointing at the man. "He's lying to you. He's not from here, and he keeps asking questions about your homes and parents. Can't you see something is wrong?" The man's smile didn't falter, but his eyes narrowed slightly. "Why, young man?" he said in a calm tone. "I'm only here to bring joy to the children." "Why would you accuse me of such a thing?" Timi didn't back down. "If you're so kind, then why do you care so much about where we live and who is at home with us? Why do you only come when the adults are busy?" The children murmured among themselves, uncertain now. The man chuckled softly and stood. "I see you're a brave boy," he said, his voice icy. "But bravery without reason can be dangerous." Timi's heart pounded, but he refused to show fear. "And lies can be dangerous too," he said firmly. The next morning, the village awoke to terrible news. 2 children were missing. Their parents frantically searched everywhere, calling their names and asking neighbors for help. Timi heard the commotion and rushed to the scene. He overheard one mother crying, "I told them to stay at the playground, but now they're gone." The hair on Timi's neck stood on end. He knew the mysterious man was behind this. Without wasting time, he ran back home to his parents. "Papa, Mama!" Timi shouted as he burst into their hut. "Timi, what is it now?" Olumide asked, annoyed. "The man I told you about. He's taken the children. 2 of them are missing, and I know he's involved," Sade gasped, dropping the pot she was carrying. "Are you sure, Timi?" "Yes," Timi said. "I saw the way he watched us, the questions he asked. He's dangerous. Please, you have to believe me now." Olumide's face grew serious. He exchanged a glance with Sade, and they both nodded. "Let's go to the village elders," Olumide said. "If what you're saying is true, we need to act fast." At the elders' meeting, Timi stood nervously as his father explained the situation. Some of the elders seemed doubtful, but Timi stepped forward. "Please listen to me," he said, his voice steady despite his fear. "I may be a child, but I've seen things that don't feel right. That man isn't here to help us. He's tricking the children, and now 2 of them are missing. We can't wait any longer." His courage moved the elders. One of them, an old woman named Mama Eve, spoke up. "The boy is right. We should trust his instincts. Gather the villagers. We must find this man before it's too late." Thank you for watching this series. See you in part 4 of this story.